So here I am at the Gaspari nutrition booth with the one and only Flex Lewis. Flex, pleasure to see you again. Now, last time we were talking was at the Olympia last year. You know, it's been 4 months. What's been happening with you since?
Basically, I've had a break since the Olympia. Just recuperated and everything else, give my body a break, joints and everything else.
You had a busy year throughout 2006 and 7, you know, turning IFBB Pro in 07 and then doing all the competitions, magazines and work in 08.
Yeah, basically, like you said, I had a busy year and it steamrolled into the Olympia, which I hadn't basically expected to go into. So again, yeah, I had a great year, so then I had to give my body that break, which was well needed. So I've just started training back in the new year. Looking forward to doing the later shows again, pretty much like I done last year, the Tampa, the Europa, and going back for the Olympia 202. Fingers crossed, yeah, everything's going good so far. Again, like I said, I've just started my off-season prep, so phase 1 is going good. So no injuries, nothing. So
speaking about the training, what are some of the areas that you want to be working on and building on for later in the year? You know, you're talking about peaking in the third quarter. What are your main areas that you're looking at bringing up for that competition?
Most definitely my chest and my back. It was evidential at David Henry from the back shots, phenomenal. So that's an area that I really need to bring up on. I've totally changed my training, even in going into last year's show. Training certain areas which I brought out just before the show, so again it's steamrolled straight into my off-season. More so going back to basics like I was doing when I was training in Wales. Old school Dorian style. Heavy and hard. When coming to America, I got caught up with all the machines in 2004 and, you know, the glitz and glamour of Gold's Gym. So I moved away from all that, gone back to hardcore, basically barbells and dumbbells, everything strict form. The occasional machines I would use, but more so it'd be hammer strength. That's the only thing. But just heavy and hard and basics, nothing can be, everything's simple and it works, it really does. Nothing complicated.
That's what a lot of people are saying. They're kind of taking a few steps back and going down the old school route of training, big, heavy, you know, keeping it with the bars and weights.
Yeah.
Now, you've been with Gaspari Nutrition for a number of years now.
Yeah.
What are some of the supplements and the stacks that you favour using to help assist you in, you know, getting in shape?
Well, most definitely Super Pump. I use that now for the last couple of years. That was one of the prime supplements that they had originally when I signed with them. And I was using Super Pump in my off-season. Now I keep Super Pump, size on in my off-season. Super Pump I keep all the way up to my show. All the way up. That's all I do is limit the scoops. So primarily all year round, pretty much size on a Super Pump. And the Interpro pretty much straight after training. They've just brought out Midotropin, and I was the actual guinea pig for that. The official guinea pig for that for the actual Tampa show this year. So it was evidential, if you look at the photos on that this stuff really does work. And I'm not just saying it because I was the guy. If it didn't work, then...
Yeah, the proof's in the pudding, as you can see.
I wouldn't say that much, no, but but coming to the show, basically everything was put into play. I mean, it's a part of the jigsaw puzzle. It's a small piece, I know, but everything that Gaspari has got works, and I'm saying that wholeheartedly. Again, I've been with this company for 2.5 years now. I signed to them because I was using their products. They knew that I was using their products. So again, I'm a guy now that's standing behind the booth and look at my fans and basically you can say, like, look them in the eye and say that these products I legitimately take, and this is what I do, and this is the results. So again, if I was with any other company, you know, I'm not just saying it, but I don't think I could basically stand here and basically, you know, tell them that wholeheartedly do I believe in these products. With the Gaspari I do, and I'm not just putting on thick. I really do believe in all the things that they produce.
That's one of the reasons why, you know, you're doing so well, is that you're out there speaking the truth. And speaking about some of the photos and the information you were saying, have you got a website that people can go to and find out more about, you know, up and coming events and projects that you're doing?
Yeah, basically Gaspari Nutrition projects all my projects or events I'm doing with them. I got a website, www.flexlewis.com, which you guys can check out all my events, my guest postings and everything else that are upcoming. I've got a MySpace page which I frequently update and everything else. I mean, I try to be as active in the field and in the trenches like this as I am on over the internet, because the internet is a great tool to have, and it allows me to get to countries where people like the California fan base here now. I've met so many people fans over the internet. I'm telling them I'm going to be here in a couple of months, and they turn out. You know, I'm going to be in, let's say, I'm going to be in Germany, in FIBO now, in a couple of months' time. Now, through internet, I can communicate that, and basically everybody knows where I'm going, what month and where, and it's a great tool to have. So my advice is, guys coming up the ranks, is get a website, start turning up at these events, and again, you know, I met this guy a couple of years ago, and he's sticking to it, and he's working up the ranks, he's doing it, he's in the trenches, he's doing really well. I'm proud of him. Fellow Brit. So again, we both come from the same part across the pond, and we both stuck to it. You know, we've probably both of us have had knockdowns, but got to get back up.
It happens, part of the sport.
Yeah, you know, he's got to get back up, and nothing's going to get given to you. So you got to be driven, determined, and have a great attitude. You know, and be yourself.
So they are there. Flex Lewis, the people's person. I wish you the best of luck for all the seasons this year, and no doubt we're going to see more of you throughout the year at later events.
Thanks, mate.
Flex Lewis, everyone.